This is called The Clouded Vision. ये एक short story मैंने लिखी है because I want to highlight the adverse effects of climate change in Pakistan. हर साल सैलाब आते हैं, लैंडस्लाइड्स आती हैं, ग्लेशियर्स फटते हैं, फ्लैश फ्लड्स आते हैं, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर तबाह होता है, लोग मरते हैं और सालों से यही हो रहा है और इसके बारे में ना हुकूमत कुछ कर रही है, ना लोगों को अवेयरनेस है. तो I thought I should do something about it. So in the first phase of bringing about awareness for climate change in Pakistan, this is my social media campaign. और इस कैंपेन का सबसे पहला जो फेज़ है उसमें मैं आपको एक अपनी छोटी सी शॉर्ट स्टोरी सुनाता हूँ और इसका नाम है जी Clouded Visions. A few days before the monsoon season began, two big fat clouds were seen drifting towards Pakistan. These billowing clouds that were dark grey in color looked quite ominous and temperamental. Their ethereal, blooming bodies were radiant with bolts of lightning, and there was nothing in the skies that could steal their thunder. Lying on their back, their ballooning bellies, filled with thousands of gallons of water, protruded upwards, with geysers of water spouting out of their belly buttons like floating fountains. The accompanying winds that were not to be trusted sang bizarre screeching songs, cheerfully propelling the big bulging clouds onwards, leaving behind trails of smoking time that wafted into pluming cycles, sure and menacing signs of shifting weather patterns. It was almost monsoon time, and the duo had been feasting over the Bay of Bengal, guzzling down huge quantities of vapors that were suspended over the Indian Ocean. After having their fill, the clouds took off for the mountains to cool down, to jettison their load and rest a while before forming again over the Bay of Bengal. As they were approaching Pakistan, the younger and the lesser informed cloud was a bit apprehensive and said to the other, "Dude, what if we were detected by the radar system of Pakistani Met Office? They will be prepared for our cloud burst, sounding the alarm bells, warning their citizens living in the vulnerable areas. I want to see some action when we burst over the mountains, you know, like scenes of exploding glaciers, flash floods, landslides, washed away houses, bridges, the works. The full fury of a pissed off nature that has been distressed, toyed with, tinkered with, mercilessly ravaged by these greedy, unsuspecting humans." The slightly seasoned and wiser cloud, who had roamed the skies a bit longer than the other one, was feeling unwell in his stuffed belly. He heard him out anyway, but stayed ominously quiet. All along he had been smoking his vaporous hookah patiently, thinking longingly about the time when they will hit the mountains in Pakistan and dump their heavy damp content of massive rains that were already giving him a lot of undeserving gas. After ripping out a big juicy one that caused heavy thunder, lightning, and a dusty storm over the city of Kanpur in India, the wiser cloud finally spoke. "Listen, you twit, you son of a common vapor, have some heart. We have a natural job to do, and we will get on with it. I cannot wait to empty my bowels over the mountains in Pakistan, but unlike you, I'm not looking forward to the stupid morbid action you are referring to. I know, times have changed. Climate has changed, causing us clouds to wolf down vapors without any shame or remorse. Look at us, even our values have changed. Many rains ago we were playful, considerate, harbored values of justice and compassion. Things were in harmony with nature, went on according to the divine natural plan. Even the winds that drove us had less mood swings, happily steered us wherever we wanted to go. But now the winds are out of control, unnecessarily shifty, going haywire all the time, and mind you, not for the fault of their own. Thanks to the teeming factories, cars and engines, emitting what they call the greenhouse gases. Then, of course, they are chopping down their forests like madmen possessed with the demons of consumerism. A big, cloudy sigh. Oh, my new transparent friend, even though things are a bit foggy in my head, but I still remember some fond memories of the bygone times, when we used to shower here and there, blowing life into flora and fauna at large, bringing mirth and joy for the people of all ethnicities, terrains and countries. I know you don't remember, for our kind was always fair and dispensed rains with complete justice, here, there, everywhere. That is why when we reached the mountains, we had just enough moisture to make the mountain people happy, and they got on with their lives, grew enough to eat, their perches, hanging gardens and fields, still sticking to the mountains, flourishing with crops, flowers and fruits. And now all we bring is misery, sliding mountains, dying people, washed away houses, raging rivers that destroy everything in their way. And by the way, please do not fret or worry, for we won't get detected or even noticed by the Pakistani Met Department this year either. They still don't have the radar system installed to forewarn, to anticipate, to keep a check on our comings and goings. Like last year and the year before, we will burst over Chitral Valley and Hindu Kush mountains, and there will be death and destruction. And you Mr. Cloudface, you will get your piece of action. For the Pakistanis at the helm of the state, it is business as usual. Incompetence, vested interest, corruption, it all comes naturally to them. And I am simply disgusted by their fatalism, disgusted by the mediocrity and jahalat that rules the roost in this beautiful country. And now I will shut up, as the more I think about it, the more gas goes up to my head. The foolish cloud was listening intently to the rant of the wiser guy. Suddenly he stopped dead in his tracks and opened the valve from its behind, letting out a gentle shower of rain that hissed down on the city of Delhi. "What are you doing, you idiot?" hollered the wiser cloud. "You want us to get killed? The winds blowing us around are not to be trusted. Who knows, they might be conspiring. They might be in cahoots with the order of the climate change. We might get ratted upon, and boy, if they did, then we've had it. The masters of climate change will dissipate us, drive us away into oblivion. You want us to die young and take me along with you, you stupid ass? I just wanted to lighten some load, you know. Your talk inspired me, got me thinking. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to follow your example of being compassionate, of being just with the precious rains, dealing an even hand for the lands and regions that fall in our purview. Just take a good look at the scorching city of Delhi. Look down, Mr. Compassionate. It hasn't rained down there for months. Humans and animals alike are walking around with their tongues sticking out. They are constantly looking down and up to the heavens to open up. The Muslims among them are praying with their palms down. The Hindus are asking for deliverance from the statues with their heads down. They all want some rainy relief in their lives. And after listening to your lecture, I figured it was my duty to bring some joy into their hot, dry lives. Shut up and move your wise ass, or I will unleash the wrath of northerly winds upon you. We are in the cycle of climate change, and we have no choice but to stay within this order. And my friend, those who will not heed the warnings of nature shall suffer indefinitely, thundered the wiser cloud as it motioned the driving winds to quicken their pace.